Well, it's really important that you bring your plans to us at those early stages so we can sort of help incorporate the blinds as much as possible. If we require any motorisation and some PowerPoints or potentially some helmets or head boxes, we can help give you some guidance as to how to best place these blinds in the home. There is a lot of people that leave it to the last minute and they're trying to move in 3 weeks' time, and they realise that these custom-made blinds aren't necessarily as quick and easy as they would like it to be, to have that real sort of customised, made-to-measure solution versus something that you buy off the shelf, which is generally a little bit cheaper and not as great a quality. Well, you've got to fit it yourself. You don't have someone like us to come and fit it for you. I guess we take into consideration your floor colours, your wall colours. We ask you about any key furniture pieces that you have in the home so that we can really integrate a colour scheme that's going to not only give you the coverage that you need, but also longevity and add value to the home as a whole. You would generally, have your flooring and your wall colours sort of picked. We can quote off the plan. So once you've got the plan, we can give you some general, pricing and some guide and some suggestions once you've had a look at the showroom and what options are of interest to you. But then we will always come to site as the build's progressing. Talk to your electrician if needed and tell him where we want PowerPoints to be, or if we need the builder to put in extra timber to account for ceiling hung curtains or something like that. If we can get to those things prior, you're going to get a better overall installation and a better custom fit, blind or curtain versus us coming in right at the end, which we can definitely still do, but it's just giving us time to help you plan that and get the blinds made. Generally, we have very good relationships with the majority of the builders in town, so we normally come in right at the end there. So after the builders have done their builders clean, we come in and install everything right after that. So generally, just before you move in, less things can be beautiful white curtains, you don't want anyone touching them. So we come right in at the end once we don't make any mess. We clean up after ourselves very, very well, but it's that after the windows and glass has been cleaned, then you want the window coverings to go on for that perfect finish. It's really once we see the plan, that's when we can sort of really give you ideas that you may not have thought of, or my biggest thing is actually showing you a photo of a previous job that we've done that may look similar to yours. So if I can see what you're working with and go, look, this is something we've done earlier, which is sort of similar to what you're trying to achieve, and then you can have that visual, you're more confident in your selection because you know that, you've got the right product. I went to a house just last week and we sort of came up with an entire plan, but we decided to, leave the curtains off for now, let them move in and get settled because they don't have a privacy issue. But the issue might be more that we put awnings on the outside for more of a wind protection, so then we need nothing on the inside. So there's lots of different ways we can tackle it depending on what your home needs, because every home sits on a different block of land, faces a different direction, gets the weather or the breeze or from a different direction. So there's really more than one way to dress your home, and that's why you come to us. My saying is the worst driveway always has the best house, because you've got to get up a really steep driveway normally to get to that best house at the top, which normally has a ridiculously fabulous, terrible view at the top, which, but normally the driveways are sort of a little bit steep or a little bit crazy to get to that view at the top. We get lots of odd windows that go into a corner with fancy spa baths underneath and, certain fixed glass windows or, very wide expanses because we want to maximize those views, which is great. Designers and architects love as much glass as possible, but there is limitations to how much fabric can spread and span and things like that. So if we can get to people at those earlier stages to give advice. Obviously we do lots of really nice houses down the coast. We're working with a few different builders where we've got to them early, where every blind is motorised, curtains are motorised. We can pretty much set scenes on their phones. So at 6 o'clock, the blinds go up, the curtains open, they've got that beautiful view to wake up to. They advertise it as if you're away from home, you can still have your blinds and your lights, everything's sort of motorised these days. So you can still have things moving in your home to make it look like that someone's home. That's a very popular thing. Or a lot of mums want block out rooms for kids sleeping and and things like that. The easiest way to get your plans to us is to jump onto the website, which is just www.capricornscreens.com.au, and you can basically scroll right down to the bottom and it's got a little link to say upload your plans. You can then make an appointment with the showroom here. You can actually come in, see me, see one of the girls, actually come in, touch and play with everything in the showroom and figure out what sort of things you're interested in, because a lot of people don't even know what's available to them, full stop. We ask you a lot of questions about how you use your windows and what you want to achieve out of this, and then we can pretty much come up with a plan off this, give you a really solid something that you can take to the builder or take to the bank to say this is what I want to do. And then obviously once we get closer down the steps, we'll arrange those other site visits with you to come out and make those final selections and final measurements. If you're doing a reno at home, we do offer a free in-home measure and quote service. So someone like Matthew or myself will come out with a car full of samples where we can actually see your windows in place. If you're not quite up to that stage yet, obviously the showroom is still a good place to come and look at everything to get your ideas, or you can take some general pictures. Like a quick little picture of your window speaks 1,000 words to us, because we're looking for architraves and mullions and handles and things like that to see what sort of blind might suit. And just a really basic width and height measurement. So an 1800 by an 1800 window, we can give you a price over the counter. So if you're really just looking for that entry level budget to sort of get everything in a line to figure out where you want to go with your renovation, versus us coming out and giving you that on-site personal advice.
All right, good morning, I'm Jason.
Hi Jason, I'm Jess.
Oh, that was your cue to say, on this.
Oh jeez, yep. So you gotta warm me up a little bit.
I do, where's your coffee gone?
It's here.
I don't mind if it's in frame.
It's here. I'll fidget with it.
Yeah, relax. Alright, so just introduce yourself.
I'm Jess from Capricorn Screens, and I'm the sales specialist here at Cap.
Okay, you know what you did?
I think too much.
You looked at the camera.
I did. I think too much. It is. It's totally there.